Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Albion. And when last we left off, we're going to go and find the prism that's somewhere out here in the desert. There are two ways we can go about doing this. The first way is the trial and error method, where we go around and just explore blindly until we find it. That is not a very good method whatsoever, mainly because the desert heat will eventually take us out. The lotion that we got will only last for so long, even though we bought 10 doses. Alternatively, we can wait until roughly 2 PM and this guy will appear. I'm travelling back and forth between the prison and Umajo Kenta to get food. Remember the fact that food is delivered to the prison every single day? This man is the one that does it, and we're going to be following him as best we can. He will walk directly to the prison, and hopefully we'll be able to go to the prison by following his lead. He will make efforts to try and lose us, I think, and there are encounters here that we need to watch out for. There are two types. If you go majorly off course, you'll just find encounters as normal. There are also the sand divers that we were warned about, the massive worms that live in the desert that most certainly will try and kill us. Even though we are maximum level right now, they still will be a challenge. And we're also going to be saving, because let's face it, the last thing we want to have happen is for us to lose track of this person and to have to start all over again. The group is very exhausted from wandering through the desert. Everyone's capabilities are draining drastically. And by draining drastically, I mean a tiny amount of health. Imagine if we weren't level 50. That would be quite a lot of damage, but considering we're maximum level, that really isn't much whatsoever. One recuperation will do a trick in restoring all of that damage whenever we choose to. Right now, we're just going to follow this person on his journey. He does move slowly and then quickly at points. I'm not sure if that's in an effort to lose us, or if that's just because the person has to arrive there at a certain time. I think it's in the dead of night that he arrives, which makes me wonder if there's going to be different people that do it, because after all, he doesn't want to be the only person delivering food, because if he is, then he'll pretty much always be awake all the time, just delivering food, coming back, and then delivering more food. We're going to have to follow him very closely indeed. He doesn't seem that bothered about the fact that we're here. I don't remember if he actually does try to shake you off. I mean, there's no harm in us going over there. We're just travelling across the desert in exactly the same route that he is. A little behind, because we've no idea where we're going. We will find encounters eventually, and we're going to have to be careful when we do. And it already is starting to get very, very dark. It gets dark in the desert, and very cold when it does. And here are those insects that will try and bite us that we really do have to shake off, because the last thing we want to have happen is for us to take tiny amounts of damage all the time. And here are more of those insects. I wish I had some of that insect repellent back from Girina. Hello you, how are you? You're currently doing nothing. Oh wait, you're starting to move again. That's good. I think we'll save again, because after all, well, we don't really want to lose this chap here in the desert. And we don't want to get lost in the desert. Oh no! Getting lost in the desert would be a bad thing indeed. There is an area over to the left that we could go to. There's also an area to the right as well of this part of the map. And I think the area to the right has more grass and generally a lot of encounters with Skrin, if memory serves, but we're not going to be going there. I don't think there's anything worth finding there apart from encounters, and we definitely don't need to find any of them. And here he goes, directly forward, and this may be where we lose him. We're going to have to be a little bit careful, so we're going to save right here. There we go, he's going to move off the map, and we're going to follow him, I think. There he is! Excellent. We did not want to lose him there. I think at this point we might find encounters that will be trying to attack us, mainly those sand divers. We're pretty good at taking care of them, but if memory serves, even though Syrah has the speed amulet, they will go faster than her, the Sand Diver 3s, that is. I don't think the 2s and 1s go faster than her. Alright, you're moving up here. You're actually making a good amount of progress here by following this person. He's showing you exactly where you need to go, and he's also not affected by any of the insects that are trying to bite us. They're only focused on biting us, I'm afraid. They're not really worried about this person whatsoever. Maybe he has the repellent. Maybe he's travelled all the way to Girona to get it, or maybe they just import it. Who can say, eh? But either way, we're going to... here's an encounter. You get absolutely no warning that these are happening, and there are going to be quite a few of them. These are Sand Diver 3s, and they're going to go before Syrah. So we're going to have to make sure that we get that Frost Avalanche going as fast as possible. We also want to move Dra over here and start attacking this one with ranged attacks. Melthus should be quite fine dealing with that one for now. They're going to either throw rocks or attack in melee. And the rocks for the Sanddiver 3s are poisonous. The ones for the Sanddiver 2s aren't poisonous. I don't know if the Sanddiver 1s actually throw rocks whatsoever. Maybe they just pick them up and fling them at us, who can say, eh? And there are a few attacks there, Melthus getting 2 attacks in, and Harriet and Joe doing quite well at dealing damage there. We want to have a few melee attacks here, and definitely ranged attacks over here right now to allow us to move further forward. We also want to make sure that we cast Frost Avalanche again when they're about to be unfrozen, because we don't want those two to attack us. Unfortunately, Tom right now isn't going to be able to do anything whatsoever. There's 1 attack, 2, 3, and 4. They're quite durable, but not as durable to resist constant attacks from level 50 characters. We want some attacks here, and some attacks. Might as well attack that one there with both Joe and Harriet, because I think Dra will finish that one off. There we go. That one is not gone. Oh wait, yes it is. Marvellous. We definitely want to move forward right now, and deal with this one here with a pair of melee attacks from Tom and Dra, and by a pair I mean about 8 melee attacks. And then this one is going to be quite easily taken care of. 1, 2, 3 hits there, and that one is gone, and this one might be gone as well. The answer is, yes it is. 125 experience, that's not really important to us, we're just going to keep moving forward. We're going to keep getting encounters like that, and that is not the most difficult one of them by far. I think there's one that has about 10 Sanddiver 3s, but then again there's also one that has 2 Sanddiver 1s, and if we can take care of 6 of them quite capably, we can take care of 10 of them quite capably as well. I mean, Harriet and Syrah are still going to take quite a bit of damage from the rocks and melee attacks, but I don't think they're ever really going to get into melee with us. There are quite a few insects here that we have to watch out for. Also, I'm not sure if this person is going to be bothered about the fact that we're all the way over here. Maybe he might actually enjoy the company. You never know, he is by himself all the time while he's travelling. He may appreciate people travelling alongside him. We must be getting pretty close to the prison, because I think he arrives at the prison at around about 11 o'clock. And it's currently 9 here. Nearly 20 past 9. It's a very long journey. I definitely wouldn't want to take this journey without this person guiding us. Although he's not really guiding us, he's just going along as well. Alright, a little bit more travelling through the desert. This is all entirely optional content. You can completely ignore coming here. I mean, they do talk about the prison, but you'd have to think, well, maybe I could actually go to the prison, because nobody else really mentions it. Tom suddenly says, I'm feeling strange again. Maybe we should take that stuff we brought in Umajo Kenta. Can we take that stuff? Let's see if we can. Apparently not. We can only examine it? That is curious. I thought we'd be able to use it. Do we put it there, or you can't equip this item? That is odd. Maybe we should just keep it on our person and hope that it'll work. And let's hope that if it doesn't work, we don't take too much damage. I don't think we lose statistics for being out in the desert. I think it's only damage that we take. It is getting very close to 11 o'clock. We must be getting pretty close to that prison. At least I hope we're getting pretty close. And then the game goes, here's the second phase of exploration. And then we're out here forever. I probably bought way too much of that lotion. Either way, we're getting pretty close. Also, there is quite a lot of water here. This is all the sea, and you can't really drink that. It wouldn't be a good idea. Just don't drink that. Even if you're in the desert, don't drink the seawater. It will just kill you even faster. Ah! Hello, sand divers. How are you? How many of you are we about to fight here? The answer is a resounding, only 5. 5 is fine, we can easily take care of 5 of them. move you over there. And then we'll do some attacks here. And actually, do we want to attack that one? We actually want to focus on hitting this one, I think. There we go. And maybe you moving over... No, you moving there is fine for now. We can move Tom next round. A few hits there and a few hits there, but nothing really we have to worry about, mainly because most of the party has over 200 hit points. Note that some things will still really hurt us. Animal 3s will still take an absolute chunk out of our health if we let them. There we go, a number of melee attacks there. So many crystal throwing axes being pelted everywhere. They're always pretty good, the crystal throwing axes. I'm not using the bolt rifles right now because we can use them later for more difficult encounters. I think we'll use a selection of crystal throwing axe throwings there. And that one is gone. That one will also be gone pretty soon. That one, it may take a few more hits. Might as well focus on hitting this one right now, actually, so that we can move forward. There we go. Unfortunately, Malthus can actually use a fireball. I mean, he can cast 59 of them. It probably won't hurt. And we could also have Tom using that gem that's attached to his chest, but also might as well save that as well, even though I think we have about 250 castings of it. We'll move forward here, and a fireball here, I suppose we might as well. I really don't use resources like fireballs and everything enough in games. You always tend to hoard things like potions and spell casting for whenever you need it, and then it turns out you never actually use it enough, and then the game ends. That one might still survive. The answer is, I think, nope, that one is gone. 125 experience, we're just sort of accumulating experience at this point for no particular reason. It doesn't overflow into anything else good. Ooh, I think we finally arrived. There is the prison. Can we talk to him when we get to the entrance? Maybe he'll let us in. I think that's the plan anyway. Let's talk to him, shall we? Ooh, that did not work at all. That did not work. All we got was a beep noise. And is he going to let us in? The answer is, can we just go in now? Oh, the jailer speaks to the group. Schemed in. Normally, strangers cannot enter here, but if you like, you can come and visit. Would you like to visit the prison? Yes, we indeed would. We have to press this here. It's quite a good system. The knives are out again. However, the safety device blocks the way back. Ah, fair enough. That prevents people from just escaping. We're going to go and have a look here and talk to everyone. I haven't actually been in this area before. I have heard about the way to get in, but I've never been in. I'm leaving the lever on the table for you so that you can leave the prison again. Please don't leave the lever lying around. The mechanism is simple. You'll figure it out. I think we'll take it. Thank you very much. Let's have a look and see what's here. It says, to the vaults. Access only with weapon. Ah, this place is apparently very dangerous. Let's go and see who's in here, shall we? Ooh, it's a 3D area. Let's go and have a look, shall we? And see who is within the prison. Anyone in particular? No. Oh, there's someone here. We can go and talk to this person. Is there something to examine? An empty keyring board. Fair enough. And there's nobody in here. Fair enough. And there's anyone in here? No. There appears to be only one prisoner that we can interact with. That is the person that we came here to interact with. There is also an guy here that we can go and talk to. Can we talk to you? Will it let us talk to you? Yes, we can. I want out of here! Let me out! I'm afraid you're probably not going to be getting out of here. That may be the first time that we've encountered a guy in an actual prison. There's also this area here. Anyone in here? Oh, it's the same person. Fair enough, this place is actually quite large, with a lot of cells. Is there anyone in here? Oh, I've actually walked past the cell. That is because the map is not to scale with how far you're moving. Hello, you! Say hello to the world for me. I haven't seen my son for a long time, but I'm gonna get out of here soon. I'll be so glad to breathe fresh, warm air again. And it is actually that model that I said, the rubber design of a character that I said wasn't in the game otherwise. It's the same one, it's been slightly altered, but it's nice to see that that's there. Prisoners are behind these bars. Since the bars areas look very stable, there is no danger. Apologies for the interruption there. Let us move on and keep searching for any more prisoners that we can interact with. There are quite a few by the looks of it, but there aren't any more over here. There may be one down there, though, that we're going to be talking to. There is one prisoner in particular that we want to speak with, that we're going to have a fair bit of interaction with. Also, the navigation of this area is a little bit cumbersome. It almost feels like I'm stuck, but I'm not, because I've managed to reverse out of that area easier than I actually moved forward to get into the area. Where else can we go? There's this way here that leads to a cell down there. Anyone in this cell? We're about to find out. There is somebody. Hello, we're just going to talk to you. The world is unjust and frustrating, but who are we? We're just mere grains of sand. Well, that's certainly an outlook to have. Let's just go over here, and I think we may have explored absolutely everywhere. Yes, indeed, we have explored absolutely everywhere. What we want to do now is we want to go over, I think, to this cell here, and talk to whoever is inside. Is it this one down here? It is this one down here. We are certainly going to save here, because I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen. But I do know I need to talk to you. Just leave me alone, unless you want a knife between your ribs. Ah. After exploring the jail for a little bit, I found out that that's actually not the person we want to be talking to. We want to be talking to the person over here in the northwest part of this area, and you'll notice that there's a key hanging from this board. A key hangs on this key ring board. We could actually free this prisoner if we wanted to, but first we're going to talk to her and see why she's actually here. Eh? Who are you then? And how did you get here? We're visiting and are searching for information. Then I can certainly help you, but in return, you have to do me a favour. What kind of favour might you want? Might you want to escape from here? But we'll find out soon enough, because we're going to ask what she did before she was locked up in this prison. What's your profession? Profession? I haven't seen any daylight for a long time. You don't believe I can work here? Before this horrible misunderstanding, I worked as a priestess and a healer. Oh, so you're a healer, eh? Well, if we believe you, that is. Well, what favour would you like? And I think I can guess what the favour is. You must help me get out of this prison. What a surprise, she wants to get out. What kind of help are you referring to? If you want to help me, then let me out. The key hangs on the left beside the cell door. I can get out to the main exit somehow. Also, if you really help me, I'll be thankful to you. There are 3 things we can say here. That's not necessary. How can we help you? And we will not help you. I think this actually leads to a dialogue that doesn't make sense considering the question, but how can we help you? I can provide you with something that will certainly interest you. That question really should have been, how can you help us? But either way, she claims that she has something that will help us, but then again, maybe she'll just say anything to get us to help her. Let's ask about the key, shall we? Naturally, I can't get it, but it's easy for you. It hangs right next to the door. And indeed it is. Let's ask about this something, shall we? I believe we can talk about it if you're telling the truth. She's being very vague about how she's actually going to help us. This is the first warning that letting her go may not be a good idea. Let's ask about this misunderstanding, shall we? You have to believe me, I'm innocent. I cannot lose the best years of my life here. Please help me. There are 4 options here. We don't know anything about you. No, there must be a reason why you're here. Well, perhaps we can talk about it, or the one I'm going to do here. Why should we? I'll get my revenge on you. That is the second warning that, hey, maybe she's not a very nice character. But there really isn't that much else we can talk about apart from the gratitude, which just repeats something we've already heard. I can provide you with something which will certainly interest you. We're now going to say farewell, and she says farewell back, and we're about to make a very terrible decision. We're going to take the key, and we're going to open the cell, using the key. There we go. It is open, and she is free. Thank you very much, friends. There is something good about you. Now I have to make sure that the guards don't notice me. We'll meet again in the city where I can thank you. We'll see if that actually is the case, but we have done a very bad thing here, and we're going to find out how bad in just a moment when we make our way out of here. We need to use the lever that was given to us to get out of this prison, because the spikes in the floor prevent anyone from just leaving. Well, they could just jump it, but in the game, nobody really jumps anything. So we're going to manipulate this and get out of here. We're also going to talk to the guard briefly, because why not, eh? Hello, guard, how are you? Wow, it's great to see someone I can talk to. I'll tell you, this is really a dreary job. Day in and day out I sit here. Of course, I understand this work has to be done, but why me? Never mind, complaining won't help. We need to get a way out of here, and we're going to do that by using this lever here, and then pulling the switch and pressing this so that a lever falls out from its switch and moves these away so that we can get past them. And now we're going to do the same thing. There we go. Actually, we haven't used the switch yet. There we go. And now it falls. We'll just grab this as a souvenir, and then we'll leave. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Oh, something's happening. I think Nelly's making a break for it. Huh? Halt! I think she's got away. Hey, stop them! They're getting away! Uh-oh. Too late. Kind Mother of Earth, forgive me. You better send word to the city that Nelly has escaped. She's very dangerous. In any case, the people of the city must be warned. I don't know how she got out of the cell. You didn't accidentally... Just a moment. I think we better go now. Halt! I think they know that we helped her get out. Yep, we've just let out a very dangerous criminal. With a loud crash, the prison door locks again. It won't reopen without a key. We have just done something very, very bad indeed. We've let out a criminal who, for all intents and purposes, is very dangerous. And we're going to go back to Umajo to find out just how dangerous she is. But unfortunately, we're about to get attacked by a large amount of enemies. Specifically, I think that is 10 Sandiver 3s. That is a lot of enemies. Yep, 10 of them. There's 4 there, there's 3 there, and there's 3 there for a total of 10. This is a dangerous encounter. Imagine coming this way when you're not level 50. You've just got to Umajo, and the first thing you do is you decide to go and find the prism. And then you find this encounter. This encounter that, even though my party is very high level and very well equipped, it's still really dealing quite a lot of damage. Fortunately, these enemies are now going to be frozen in place, and hopefully we'll be able to take them out without any real difficulty. Most of them have moved very close to the party, which means that we can melee them to death, which is handy. Those two are even closer than the rest of them. Not bad. Maybe if we're lucky, a critical hit may take one of them out, and I don't think we're going to be so fortunate. No, indeed, we are not so fortunate. We want to use ranged attacks here, and then we want to deal with focusing on this one, I think, right now, and then just once these are gone, focusing on the ones there. 1 attack, 2 attacks, 3 attacks, and 4. That one is gone, and that one is also gone, which is brilliant. And that one is also dead. So we can focus like this, that, and this as well. I think we want to most certainly start hitting this one, as that one is the furthest away from all of us. There we go. That is 1 critical hit to take care of that one, and that one is gone too. 1 hit and 1 critical hit to take care of that one. And we didn't manage to kill that one. We're going to need to use a frost crystal here to make sure that those ones don't move closer or don't attack us, because they do move faster than Syrah does. Not at the moment though, because they're frozen in place by magical powers. And now they won't be moving for the rest of the combat, which is good. Alright, some attacks there. That one is indeed gone. We're going to need to move closer now. We're just going to have to wait for these attacks to miss, unfortunately, because without the bolt rifle, Joe and Harriet are not the best at ranged combat. There we go. These should certainly hit, though. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Do we get any hits here? The answer is yes, 1 critical hit is more than enough. We're We're going to advance forward and make sure that these enemies don't decide to attack us, well, rather don't get the chance to attack us. I'm pretty sure that they do want to attack us, but right now, they can't. Excellent. 250 experience, and we're most certainly going to want to have to navigate our way over here. At least I think this is the way we want to go. I don't actually remember. It looks sort of familiar, but we could very well just get horribly lost here. I think this is the route we want to head. It's sort of familiar, but we have been in a prison for quite a while, and this area pretty much looks the same no matter where you are. It's all pretty much desert in all directions, apart from that bit of ocean there. That bit of ocean may certainly help in us navigating towards where we want to go. Alright, we're heading down now, and hopefully I won't get too horribly lost, because getting horribly lost is certainly an option. It's narrowing out here, which is, or rather, narrowing in general. Narrowing out is a bit of an odd wording for that. We do definitely want to, We have returned! Apologies for the interruption there. Let us go and continue to try and find the way back to Umajo. We'll eventually find it if we just keep stumbling around blindly, but I'd rather not stumble around blindly. Ideally, I want to go and find the way that we came, and then just follow that route back, although everywhere sort of looks exactly the same, which makes it that little bit more difficult to, find where you've been. I mean, it's not like we've left any tracks in the sand, and even if we had, how would we be able to keep track of them? This looks vaguely familiar, however, so hopefully we may be finding our way back. I might as well just follow the water here. I think if I follow the water, eventually we will find our way back to Umajo, even if it is a far longer route than normally would be if we just went the direct route. The worst thing that can happen is that we'll just have to follow absolutely everywhere until we find where we're going and return back to Umajo safe and sound. It is a very large area, so it will take a bit of searching, but I think eventually we... Ooh, is this the way we want to go? It may in fact be the way we want to go, but then again I may be completely wrong, because I think we actually were at the edge of a map when we, a map part anyway, when we got to the final area that allowed us to reach the prison. Then again, this could be an area that I haven't been to before, and we might be going completely the wrong way. There is only one way to find out, however, and that is to explore and see what we can find. Let's go and do that, shall we? We could actually just go this way and find out if there's anything over here. Is there anything over here? The answer is most likely a resounding amount of nothing, so we're just going to keep going this way until we find Umajo, or alternatively, until we get so hopelessly lost that we just randomly stumble across it. There is no way, unfortunately, for us to find our way through any magical means. Teleporting will not work, and map view... Let's have a look at map view. Yep, the spell only works in 3D maps, so that most certainly will not help us out. Alright, anything over here? Indeed, they're feeling strange again. Maybe they should take that stuff that's in the bottles, and I think they did, which means that we don't suffer from that negative effect because we have that on our person. Let's find out, shall we? Well, we certainly don't have a bottle anymore in Tom's inventory when we did before, which implies that we used it. And knowing my luck, we are going completely and totally... Ah, hello! We finally found you! We have stumbled across Umajo. We're gonna talk to you now. I'm travelling back and forth between the prison and Umajo Kenta to get food, and we're gonna go in now and find out what's happened. Hello, you. How are you? The girl's face is completely swollen. Tears run out of her eyes, and when she speaks softly and with a shaky voice. Have you seen the evil woman who stabbed my mother? First she stole all of our gold, and when Mummy tried to protect her, this woman simply took a knife and stuck it in her back. Oh dear, I think Nelly might have killed someone. What's your profession? I don't have a profession yet. What do you know about, consolation? Thank you. Please help in the search, otherwise Nelly will do more evil. I think we might have made this person an orphan. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about this evil here. Nelly must be put into jail because she does horrible things. She's escaped somehow. That might be our fault. The whole village is searching for the woman. They all say that Nelly has returned. Nelly is a bad woman. Everyone is looking for her now, even the chief magistrate. We have done a terrible thing by letting her out. That is the bad woman who stabbed my mummy. We've definitely made her an orphan, unfortunately, this character. She was always there when I needed her. Now I don't have anyone anymore. Yep, she's an orphan. We'll talk about parents. They say I can live in the chief magistrate's house. My daddy hasn't been alive for a long time. What else can we talk about? Let's talk about the search. I'm supposed to tell everyone so they can help search for Nelly. She'll probably do a lot more bad things. Ol saw her a while ago. She must still be in the city. We could ask about items. We'll talk about Ol. Yes, he is helping in the search. Are you helping too? We are helping. Because this most certainly is our fault. It's been nice talking to you. Farewell. And off she goes. Releasing Nelly is a really, really bad idea, because in doing so you make that character an orphan, because Nelly comes into town and robs somebody and then stabs someone to death. Yep, sometimes the things you do in alternate content aren't good whatsoever, and in this instance it's certainly very terrible. We're going to go and see if we can find this person who'll just be hanging around here at around midday. Is that you? I think that might be you. Let's go and have a conversation, shall we? Hello? Schema Din. I believe we already know each other. Fortunately, I still have a lot to do. Farewell. You are not the person that I'm looking for. Are you the person that I'm looking for? Yes, you are. You actually wanted to see me? Let's see, there are a few things that we can do here. Yes, can you help us? I'm sorry, I don't believe that I can help you. Well, what's your profession? I used to be a diamond polisher, but now my hands shake so much that I can't do the work any longer. So instead I collect these beautiful jewels. Let's ask about the person that sent us over to, for you to be a guide. It's a bit late for that, though. Connie sent you? Oh yes, I do know a way through the boulder belt. I could even lead you to the entrance. Of course, I would like a small reward for it. A jewel would be appropriate. Remember that you probably cannot find the entrance alone. What do you say? Would you take gold coins? No, I'm no good at trading. When I buy jewels, I end up paying double because I can't haggle well. We could ask about the search here, or we could ask about Nelly. What does he know about Nelly? She has to be wandering around here somewhere. When you find her, you better be prepared. We are looking for her too. Sinja, the poor girl, was the first innocent victim, and if we don't find Nelly soon, there'll be more. Yes, things are pretty bad here in Umajo right now, so we're just gonna have to go and search for her. After all, it is our fault that she's out right now. It's our fault that she's free in Umajo to commit crime and kill as she pleases. We're definitely going to have to look around and see if we can find her. Do you know where she is? Nope, you don't know where she is. Anybody else know? You do need to look around, I think, and maybe we will actually find her. I don't know. Is that you? Let's see if we can talk to you, shall we? Where did you go? You over here? I can't actually find where this person went. Maybe they just disappeared. That would make sense if she's trying to hide. It would definitely make sense if she's trying to hide that she just vanished. She didn't go in here, and I saw very briefly that she was just like there. Let's talk to you, shall we? Ha! So we meet again. You're fools! Haha! But I will not be unfair, and I will give you some of the information I promised. The first piece of information. I was not entirely truthful when I explained my past to you, but I would like to make up for that. If you're looking for a shortcut to the southern part of the continent, I can show you the entrance to the tunnel system. There are only a few of us who know where the portal is. If you're interested, we can meet at midnight in front of the city gate. Go on, don't bother me anymore. I need to return to my work. And when you say work, you mean crime, don't you? You definitely mean crime. So we're going to actually go and wait at the entrance. We have found an alternate way to find out where the shortcut is that leads to the Toronto. Unfortunately, it is at a very heavy price indeed. Is there anything? There is apparently something there on the on the map there is just person here. Ah, that is the person that appeared because of the events that have happened. Ah, we can't do anything else here, but we'll just wait till near midnight, I think. That's probably a decent idea, just to see what happens. How long are we going to wait? About 8 hours? Aha! A cutscene! I think they've caught her. From not too far away, someone calls out, "We have her! Take that!" There appears to be a huge battle, and according to the shouting, Nelly has come out badly. They have found Nelly, which means that actually she won't be able to guide you towards that shortcut after all. And that pretty much is all that will happen from that cutscene. For Nelly has been captured, and she's probably going to be taken back to prison. Or she may have just been killed in the scuffle. But either way, that is a piece of alternate content that you can do that is entirely terrible. In it, you let somebody go from prison who really shouldn't be let go from prison, they get back to Umajo, and then they kill somebody. It's just generally terrible. And it just goes to show that not all alternate things are great to do. And when we come back, folks, we're going to load to before we let Nelly out of prison, because if there's one thing we don't want to do, it's that. We don't want to let her out whatsoever. So I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.